Hi, hello, and welcome back to episode 6 of my Coffee Talk Let's Play. And in the last episode, we got to a conversation with Rachel's dad, Hendry, who was very much an overbearing helicopter dad who kind of means well, but definitely was a little bit of a lot. Game very much reminded us to take breaks because breaks are important. So let's get into the next day. Let's just dive into it. I'm gonna load game on day 28 or day 7, September 28th. That way it'll reset the day. Yes, I'm not gonna mess this up this time. Promise. Monday, September 28th, 2020. The evening whispers. Military personnel stationed along the East Coast to prevent immigrants flooding in from the Atlantic. Ugh. God, that's too real. Okay. Werewolf representatives push the ministry for more accessible sedative. Oh, could have a whole argument about the healthcare industry right there. Doctor from Salictown arrested for experimenting with child cloning. What the hell? 2020 in the fictional world is just as on fire as it was in this world, I see. Although 2022 is just 2020 part 2 at this point, so. Are you sure that would be okay? Yes! I mean, it would be really hard to pull off. What are we talking about? But it's something that'll make the story different. Different isn't always good. It's a neat concept, but you need to handle it carefully. And gracefully. I know. Handle what? I want to know. Also, friendly reminder, Gala cute. But friendly reminder, I am writing a queer mecha space opera novel. Every time Freya mentions her narrative, every time her narrative mentions her novel, I am going to mention mine because I am going to hype myself up because it's hard to do that when you have social anxiety. Okay, anyway. Hey, Gala. Good evening, everyone. Oh, Gala is just so fun to voice because I kind of like that lower register, like hello sir. Welcome, Mr. Gala. Am I interrupting? It looked like you were having an intense discussion. It's nothing. Val was just giving me feedback. It's for the book I'm writing. Sounds like a heavy discussion. What are you up to tonight? I'm just planning to sit and relax because taking breaks is important. Please don't let my presence interrupt you. Oh, don't worry about it. Although, I need to interrupt Val for a moment. Sure, how can I help you? Can I have a cup of... You remember my remedy? Of course. Do you want to give it a try again? My last order didn't quite hit the spot. Remember, it's tea and ginger. The last thing is definitely a different ingredient from either of those. Okay. Remember, it has tea and ginger. It has tea and ginger, but it isn't in that order. Tea, ginger, maybe we'll try mint. We'll try this. I'm curious what this does because I haven't used the mint in anything and we're experimenting here. Let's brew that shit. I'm not gonna scum save this time like I did last time. I promise. Ginger mint tea. Take it. Is this it? How is it? Nope. This drink doesn't even follow my guidelines. Tea and ginger. Far from it. Oh, my pardon. Pardon me. Nope. Okay, just kidding. We are scum saving after all. This is turning into Val scum saves the visual novel and blesses the fast forward button. Fine, it's fine. I just want Gala to be happy. I want to find his remedy. Okay. Tea and ginger. Tea and ginger. Tea. Did I put green tea? No. Tea. What if I just do? No, it's different. Right? Yeah. And the last thing is definitely a different ingredient from either of those. Okay, so tea. Ginger. Cinnamon? Let's try this. Brew that shit. Solid chai. Did I make something? Hell yeah. Serve it. Take it. Is this it? How is it? Oh. This drink doesn't even follow my guidelines. What were your guidelines? Never mind. Anyway, please don't mind me and continue with your discussion. I'm gonna Google this. I might look this up later for another episode. We'll leave it at this for now. I feel like it's gonna give me a couple of times to try and figure it out, but it's a tea and ginger. I did. I followed your guidelines. Sir, I did the thing. Oh well. Don't worry, Mr. Gala. We're done for the night. You're done. I have a lot of new homework thanks to you. You're welcome. Is Hyde coming? No, I'm by myself tonight. It's gonna be a peaceful night then. That's mean, Freya. Oh, come on. I was just joking. He needs to learn how to communicate his thoughts nicely, though. He might not look like it, but he's a very kind person, you know. He doesn't show it, that's for sure. That applies to you as well. Aw, come on. Oh, hello. Good evening, everyone. I don't remember the voice I used for Bailey's. Wow, I haven't seen you since like episode 1. Hi. Welcome, Mr. Bailey's. Hiya. How are you doing, Freya? Not good. What's going on? Val was just criticizing my story. It's called feedback. Okay, but seriously, if all I was doing was criticizing it, I feel like that's not actual feedback. That's not constructive criticism. That's just being an asshole. Odds are good my character gave you ways to improve your story, and you're being a butt. It's cruel. It's necessary. Sounds interesting. What's the problem with the story? The story is non-linear and quite complicated. Imagine a choose-your-own-adventure storybook, but for adults. Sounds pretty common so far. But instead of telling you which page to turn to, each decision you make will give you a score. What? That score will determine which page you should go to. That sounds more like a video game than a book or a visual novel. I know it's not that original, but my target here is the mainstream audience. Huh? With the help of my publisher, this kind of book may go mainstream. Just like that Choose Your Own Adventure show on Netstream. Netstream, definitely. Definitely not Netflix. It was nothing new, but because of the marketing and the names involved, it reached the mainstream market. Ah yes, the mainstream. That sounds interesting. Highly ambitious, Freya. At least it's simpler than my other idea, which is making the novel not in the form of a book, but in the form of story cards. What? I know, right? As if she has all the time in the world. And that's before even considering the sensitive issue of setting the story in a world where only humans exist. Oh yeah, that's so fictitious. So impossible. What did you say? No, there's a reason why it has to be that way. Just wait until I finished it, okay? Alright, alright. As Val said though, I won't have the time. Getting a normal pitch approved is already a steep climb. Let's not make the mountain even higher. Fair enough. What's the story all about, by the way? You'll have to wait for it. I don't want to spoil the fun. If you say so. Anyway, I haven't ordered anything. What do you want to drink tonight? Ginger latte if you know how to make it. I super don't. Do I know how to make a ginger latte? No? Okay, a latte is just coffee, milk, and ginger. Maybe this is right. Brew that shit. Is he right? Fuck. Nope. Okay. coffee, ginger, milk. Is this different in any way? Wait, milk. No. Maybe we'll try it this way? I don't know if this is any different. Put the ginger first and the milk. Let's see if that does anything. Yeah! Success. Hell yeah. Serve it. Screw that shit. Here you go. Thanks. I feel so powerful right now. Damn, this is good. With this kind of drink-making skill, I wonder why your place isn't any bigger. Hell yes. What we have here now is more than enough for me. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. Thank you. By the way, how are you doing, Baileys? Still busy with your last client? Oh, I'm done with her. Done? As in you're dropping the project? Hey, I'm not that ridiculous. Sorry, I'm skipping ableist language. I still need the money. Done as in I finished the job. I spent the last few days making sure it's even done before the deadline. Did she like it? Oh, she loved it. She had some complaints, of course, but I convinced her by using some design terms she doesn't understand. So you finished your job by bullshitting her? The finest bullshit, my lady. Okay, Bailey's is a little shit, but he's like an endearing little shit, so I'll allow it. That's one survival skill every freelancer must have. This is true. Are you working on anything right now? No. I'm taking a break from work. Not this game reminding me to take breaks. I need to work on a few personal matters. Oh. Everyone's trying to not talk about Lua. Like you and Lua? Something like that. By the way, I'm curious. How did you guys meet? If you don't mind me asking. I don't mind. It's just that I was young and reckless and silly, you know. Oh, come on. Who hasn't been there? You're right. So, I was a bit of a player back in college. Ooh, spicy. And I was going after my then best friend's girlfriend's friend. Okay, hold on. My then best friend, I will get the sentence right. And I was going after my then best friend's girlfriend's friend. It's like a math gif going on here. Wait, what? Okay, I'll say it slowly. I used to have a best friend. He was an incubus. Okay. Let's call him Cognac. Cognac has a girlfriend. Still following. And that girl has a friend. The friend is the one I'm after. Ooh, okay. Got it. She was one of the hottest girls there. But everyone knew she wasn't the type of girl you'd want to date. Why? I don't want to get into details. But this succubus was super hot. And all the guys wanted to sleep with her. She was a player too. Huh? That doesn't sound like Lua at all. Because it wasn't Lua, genius. Huh? Lua was my friend's girl. Oh, holy moly. This is spicy. Get the popcorn out. This is getting spicier. The other girl's name was, let's just call her Rose. Continue. I knew Lua thanks to her relationship with Cognac. That's a fake name you made up, right? Yes. Now, will you let me continue without interruptions? Okay. So, I asked Lua a lot of things about Rose. She knew what I was after. It annoyed her so much. But I kept on bothering her. I mean, I was a pretty active guy back then. So, Lua came over to visit us at one point. I lived with Cognac back in college. I hope I'm saying this right, by the way. Cognac, my brain is like Cognac. Cognac? Yes. I'd been out and then I just got back at... Nope, sorry, brain went too fast. I'd been out and I got back just as Lua arrived. A total coincidence. We went into our place together and witnessed something surprising. What? Cognac was sleeping with Rose. Dun dun dun! I saw that coming. Holy mother of moly! I saw the look on Lua's face. disbelief, anger, sadness. Without even thinking about it, I punched Cognac in the face. You what? Got into a fight with him. Oh, I haven't told you. Cognac was a Brazilian jiu-jitsu tutor for kids. So he's pretty good. Oh. Yeah, I landed that one punch, and he beat me to a pulp. Easily. Lua begged me to stop fighting on her behalf. More like she begged Cognac. Hey, I wasn't kidding. I lost, but I don't give up so easily. I was beaten pretty bad, so Lua took care of my injuries. Oh, this is a cute, meet cute, dramatic, but I'm into it. We grew closer after that. And I don't even remember the exact date. But suddenly that friendship turned into a relationship. That was one hell of a story. You know. Have you seen her by any chance? Yeah. Yeah, we had a conversation with her. Lua came by a few days ago, I think back in episode 2, and then maybe episode 4. She's been around. How is she doing? She hasn't returned any of my calls or texts. Well, she's healthy, that's for sure. She got into an argument, though. With whom? There was this male model. A model? I didn't think she was that type of girl. To go out with a model? Oh, they weren't together. Then what were they arguing about? Well, we were talking about your relationship. Lua told us about the reason behind the fight. About your family stuff. And then this guy, Hyde, joined the discussion. What did he say? He didn't understand why Lua would insist on getting family approval, considering, you know, what? Well, you're willing to leave your own family. You would do that for her? Yes, I would. He said this repeatedly. I'm sick and tired of my family. Why would you say that? Let me tell you about my family. Or I should say most elven families. And Gala over there is taking a big old sip. They think they're so high and mighty. If you're born an elf, there are certain unwritten rules you must follow. Reputation and appearance are everything. We must never, ever make our family look bad. You can only befriend certain people. You must dress a certain way. You can only have certain jobs. Jobs that are deemed worthy and successful. Okay, I am getting dragged by Bailey's backstory because this is basically my family. And I don't talk to my family a lot. And we have a strained relationship on a good day. So yeah, like being a doctor, a lawyer, CEO, you know, ever since I was a kid, I've always wanted to be an artist. I love drawing and creating art. However, becoming an artist is not something the elves would deem suitable. Just thighs and I was told writing would never be a thing I could make happen, so I feel this. Unless you become the next Da Vinci. So when I switched from a business major to an art major, my parents were not happy. Screamed like they were on fire. They told me that I'd never be rich or successful. All that because you chose an art degree? You want to know the worst part? They blamed Lua. Of course they did. What do you mean? They blamed her for my decision to pursue my passion for art because it's easier to blame the outsider than it is to blame someone in the family. Yelled about how yelled about how her kind is running the country. Oh, okay, so they're just racist. Accusing their religion of worshipping the Dark Lord. Oh, so Bailey's family is like conservative Christians. Got it. Well, like really bigoted conservative Christians. That's my experience anyway. Not bragging anybody who watched this, just like, Val, how dare you? I'm sorry. I grew up in a small town Texas family who was very judgy. They pretty much said if you weren't white and you didn't go to church on Sunday, and you didn't walk, talk, and look a certain way, that you were bad. So this is kind of my own, like, I feel this very, like, directly. Accusing her of putting a spell on me and cursing the family. Oh, I mean, come on, this is the 21st century. That's so not cool. I don't want to sound judgmental, but your family is racist. I was gonna say, it's not even a question. They're just fucking racist. Tell me about it. Ugh. Lua is the only person that can make me feel alive. I mean, I wouldn't go... I mean, it's a romantic concept, but maybe I'm just cynical. But anytime somebody says, this person is the only person who can make me feel a thing, I'm just like, slow down, buddy. She showed me how I can be free and pursue my dreams. That's sweet. I don't understand why Lua is so obsessed with the idea of reconciliation with my family. I just don't get it. I have no problem leaving my family, you know? I would happily leave them for the both of us. What about her? What about her and her family? You may be happy to leave your family. However, it may not be the same for her. Gala, do you have something to say? Okay, so Hyde talked to Lua, Gala talks to Bailey's. Let's go. Perhaps you could give us a different perspective. Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop. I couldn't help overhearing your story. I assume that the person you're talking about is not an elf, correct? Yes, she's a succubus. I see. I'm a werewolf. For werewolves, the wolf pack is the most important thing. We'll put family before any other. We often have our own problems within the pack, but we won't abandon our family for anything, which is completely unrelatable to me. But I love that concept. Like, that is me with my found family. Perhaps that's also true for her and her family. Besides, if you leave your family for her, wouldn't that make your parents believe that all those bad stereotypes about succubi are true? I never thought of it that way before. Whether you like it or not, your actions will have an impact on her as well. And if you leave your family for her, that will put her in a difficult spot. She might feel responsible for your actions. There's nothing to feel bad about. I'm leaving my messy family to create a better one with her. It's easy for you to say that now, but you don't know what the future holds. One day, circumstances might change. One day, one of you might regret your decisions. One day, you might use the I left my family for you card. We love each other. I'll be with her whatever the circumstances may be. You know, love is like a flame. It might burn fiercely at first, but over time it will die down if you don't maintain it. Maintaining it won't be easy. It will be hard work. Because life is full of storms. But marriage, it will not survive on love alone. That is true. Whoa, that's deep. Freya's like, damn, Gala, okay. We'll have each other and that's enough for us. That's naive. I agree with Gala. Tell me, do you have health insurance? What? I'm an elf. Why would I need health insurance? You'll need some. What for? Immortality is an elven privilege, but you'll lose it if your family disowns you. Okay, how does immortality work? Is it like something that's shared within the family itself? So if you leave the family, you lose the family immortality? It's so fascinating. But you'll lose it if your family disowns you. I've seen people go bankrupt because they fell ill or got seriously injured. Hi, I'm a childhood cancer survivor. I have chronic pain. I'm disabled. I live in fear of getting more health issues. Too real, Gala. Emptied their entire life savings for an $8 pill because in this country they charge $20,000 for it. Okay, so I'm not going to rant about the health industry. I'm not. But I'm disabled, so all you hear right now is just my internal dying, like yelling angrily at just the health insurance in this country is shit. And it is just so stressful to like exist in. And if you decide to have children, they won't have the same privileges you do. There's a high probability that they'll get bullied for being, I don't like the word half-breed, so I'm gonna say biracial. There are consequences. It shouldn't be taken lightly. Think about it. Bailey's is like shit. Anyway, I've gotta go. I apologize for my intrusion. No, thank you for your insight. I've gotta go too. Wanna head out together? Give him a nice little heart-to-heart, Gala. You're such a good. I'm sorry I keep fucking up your drink. I'm gonna Google it before next time. Sure. Thanks for the drink, Val. And Freya. Bye. Barista Val's just like, well, that happened. What? You made me lose 2 customers in a minute. Hey, that wasn't on me. They were leaving anyway. Are you going to write that in your book? It's a secret. If your book is based on this coffee shop, how can you present a story like theirs in a world with only humans around? Oh, it is easy. I'm not sure. Perhaps a hot drink will give you some inspiration. Sounds like a great idea. The Grinch. Green, spicy, and not everyone's cup of tea. Ooh, that's curious. Was that the day? Okay, that was one whole day. This episode's going to be a little shorter. Like I said, each episode is only going to be one day at a time. I'm trying to be good about my own pain levels. I just yelled about my family and my medical history in a Let's Play episode. I'm sorry, that might have been a little... I tried not to be too oversharey, but yeah, that day definitely hit me in the relatability feels. The writing in this is just continues to be stunning. Let me start the next day. Oh, okay, hot boys. Okay, we're gonna leave the hot boys alone. Return to main menu. But if you are watching these episodes, I really appreciate it. If you would like to keep up with me, please feel free to like and subscribe and all that good stuff. Self-promo is still very difficult when you have social anxiety. But I'm going to start doing these in smaller chunks and then maybe recording a couple of days in a row. So like 2 different episodes in one day back to back. Maybe hopefully that'll make this go a little quicker so I can have these uploaded more often, and we can get through it a little faster, because I also just miss the game in between, and when I have the energy to upload it, a lot of the time that uploading an episode tends to be because like the captions take a while to edit, and I do not just want to upload a video without captions. And just sometimes recording and putting it all together, having the energy to not overthink if I'm doing this in an engaging or fun way enough, it can take a few days. And like I said, I'm juggling a bunch of stuff like streaming and content creation and writing, and things are looking good, but also learning to take breaks and take things slower. And if an episode, you know, takes maybe 2 weeks to get uploaded, you know, I know that y'all will not be upset. So, and if you are, quite frankly, that's not nice. So don't. Anyway, if you, again, feel free to like and subscribe. Thank you for supporting me. If you would like to throw $1 my way on either Patreon or Ko-fi, you can read my short stories and just keep up with my writing. And yeah. I'm still very terrible at outros, and I'm just going to flail and say words hard. Okay, you know what? I should go. This is Mass Effect now. Till next time.